Barakateh Hawa, Barakateh Al-Shai, Barakateh Hawa, Barakateh Al-Shai, Barakateh Hawa, Barakateh Al-Shai, Barakateh Hawa, Bahasham, Yahawashai, Bahasham, Chakadash, Kauhalayim La Abanawi, Hawa, Bahasham, Yahawashai, Bahasham, Chakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, the great millstone who rule well, teach well. Peace, mercy, and blessings to the hopeful elect scattered across the four winds. It's your brother Yahweh Khan coming through the spirit of power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah with this truth and Lord willing this be edifying. Alright. Just want to speak on the secret council that takes place every day, and particularly it's taking place now, and I'm talking about the little meeting Klaus Schwab and all of them, alright, Bill Gates of hell having, alright, the World Economic Forum, and over there discussing preparing for the next pandemic. And that's what sparked the spirit for me to do this lesson, because I was watching the live stream that they recently was just doing, like about an hour ago, and I had just caught it at the end, so I had started it over. Then I guess when they finished the live stream, it went private, so you couldn't view it anymore. Which it just shows that it's secret council, and it's nothing good is going to come from it. What good can come from this devil? All right, who can make straight what the Lord made crooked, as it says in the book of Job, the 14th chapter. All right, and these people in the world, they sleep. All right, and it's like, you gotta give all honor, praise, glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah for knowing what he is about to do to this place and believing in what he is about to do to this place. Because knowing is just the first part of the battle. After that, we must act as if we know. How do we do that? It started with us repenting. All right, and then lets us learn in the scriptures. All right, along with the true names, all right, Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, of course. And now we preaching the word, fighting for our spot on the chariot. But it's going to get bad before Yahweh shall return and deliver his elect. This is Psalms chapter 10, verse 1. Why standest thou far off, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? And that's what it seems like the Lord is standing afar off. But we know when this devil come down with great wrath, the Lord going to lift up a standard. He's going to deliver his elect out of multiple situations. Brothers gonna be in their own situations, and the Lord gonna deliver his elect. Lord willing, we be of the elect. Verse 2, the wicked in his pride, and the wicked is talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the elites of this world. They are the wicked. That's why everything is out of order. Out of course, you got women ruling over men. You got children just disrespecting their parents. You got children thinking that they can be the opposite gender. You got the alphabet community having rights when the scriptures say to put them to death, but we not under the rule of a righteous judge. We under the rule of the wicked, those who do everything contrary to what the scriptures say. That's why the Lord refers to him as the man of sin, 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, because everything he does, his whole way of life is as death, because we know the wages of sin is death. But let me get back to this. Psalms chapter 10, verse 2, the wicked in his pride, all right, because these devils are prideful, doth persecute the poor. And that's what they do. The poor is talking about the nation of Israel, specifically the elect. And they persecute the poor, demonize the truth. All right, I remember not too long ago, a few weeks back, it was a Edomite going around surveying people on should they ban the Bible. Why? Because the poor are bringing out the truth. The elect is bringing out the truth. Start with the apostles, the elders, and GMS on down. All right, it says, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken the devices that they have imagined. And a device is nothing more than a plan. All right, their intentions, their plots, their schemes. It says, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. And one of the devices that they have imagined is these nukes. All right, and amongst other things, but the main one is these nukes. Verse 3, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. And that's these devils do. They boast and having control over all the resources and claim that everybody else will own nothing and be happy. All right. Whom the Lord abhorreth, because the Lord hate Esau, as it is written. Malachi the 1st chapter and Romans the 9th chapter. Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. But Jacob, our nation of Israel, so-called niggas, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians, we went off. That's why the Lord had to treat us like he hated us. But now we coming back into the fold. All right, the elect, Lord willing, will be of the elect, coming back into the fold. So now the Lord will raising up his men through the Spirit, all right, with the understanding, and it's gonna lead to his men receiving spiritual powers and bringing down these devils, and then the whole world will know that the Lord hate Esau. All right. We'll jump back to Psalm chapter 10, verse 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. Why? Because the fool hath said in his heart, there is no higher power. As it says in Psalm the 14th chapter, these devils, they too powerful to consider the fact that the Heavenly Father is the judge over the whole earth. All right, he the one that set them up in power. Just like he the one that's about to bring them down. But they don't consider that. Verse 5, his ways are always grievous. Always grievous. They having secret council right now on how to implement the next pandemic, because it's all planned out. All right, they plan this thing. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are above, out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. And that's we see that taking place. These devils, they got specifically the elites of America, which they all a part of the same agenda, but you got them broken up against China, and just it says he's more stout-hearted than all his fellows, roughly paraphrased. Salaki. But verse 6, this the point. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. That's the state of mind that these devils are in. That they will complete the fulfillment of their 2030 agenda. All right, the depopulation, bringing the population down to 500,000, so they can have complete. They really believe they gonna never be brought out of power. It says, "For I shall never be in adversity." They really believe that this place gonna go on forever. Psalms 49:11. They even call the lands after their own names. And on top of that, they got the people calling themselves after the lands that they renamed. You got people thinking they Americans, thinking that they Chinese, thinking that they Africans. These devils is powerful. Psalm 73. Psalm 73 verse. Start verse 1. Truly the Most High is good to Israel. Not Moab, not Ammon, not Edom. All right. Truly the Most High is good to Israel. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians. All right. Even to such as are of a clean heart, which is the elect. Because 2/3 of our people, they don't care about dwelling in wickedness, or about the wickedness going on. They partake in the wickedness them down selves. They down selves, all right? Read on. But as for me, my feet were almost gone, my steps had well nigh slipped. All right, but the Lord had brought us back through the Spirit. So now we must endure, all right? No matter what these devils got going on, because they will come down with great wrath. But nonetheless, verse 2, it's like verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. And that's how it is. Before coming into knowledge of the truth, you be like, why these devils got all this power, all this money? Verse 4, for there are no bands of their death, but their strength is firm. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. And that's why they prideful. Because they are not underneath the curses. Ultimately, that's why the nation of Israel, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native and Seminole Indians are in the condition that we are in, because we are under the curses. These devils are not. Verse 5, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore pride compasseth them about as a chain. They wearing that pride like a gold chain, flexing with it, boasteth in their heart desire. Violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than a heart could wish. They got all the resources, and this devil still won't control over people's thoughts, souls, still trying to be like the Most High. Verse 8, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. How? They said we will own nothing and be happy. Is that not oppression? All right, oppression is a cruel or unjust use of authority. That's unjust. You got power over all the resources, but telling people they gonna be own nothing and be happy while they own everything and just be out here lollygagging, with all the good food and this and that. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily, which is they exalt themselves as they bring everybody else down. These devils gotta go. Let's go to Job chapter 20, verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Which means these devils, this only going on for not too much longer. All right, they were set up to rule for a short amount of time, but the nation of Israel underneath Yahweh Shah will rule forever. The saints will take the kingdom. Verse 6, though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his head reach into the clouds. All right, though they got all these satellites, these skyscrapers, though they powerful. Verse 7, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. All right, like his own dung, like how you use the bathroom, you flush the toilet. All right, 30 seconds go by, you look in the toilet, it's gone. That's how it's gonna be with these devils. You see Edomites everywhere. All right, every time you turn on the TV, Edomites. But look, reading on, they which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. You know how you wake up from a dream and you try to remember but you can't? That's how it's gonna be with these devils. Reading on, yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. And that's what we're looking forward to. Because after the 1,000-year period of them being our slaves, going through that hardcore bondage, all right, they're going to be burnt up, as it says in Obadiah. They're going to be rounded together and burnt up. Hold on, let's go to Proverbs chapter 10, start at verse 23. It is a sport to a fool to do mischief, and these devils are the foolish of the foolish, all right, because they don't believe it's a higher power, and they got 2/3 of the nation of Israel underneath the same vibration. Even after they heard the truth, they still don't believe that he exists, that Yahweh Shah is the one who saves, he delivers. But a man of understanding hath wisdom, all right? Understanding why we was placed in this captivity, understanding why it's so important to rule the earth in righteousness, understanding that we need salvation, first and foremost. Verse 24, just the point. The fear of the wicked. What is the fear of these elites? To have no power. All right. For the earth to be governed in righteousness. For the nation of Israel to be set up in power. The fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him. But the desire of the righteous shall be granted. And what do the righteous desire? They desire, hold on. They desire the promise of the Most High to be fulfilled, which it will be. All right, 2 Peter 3:13. Nevertheless, we, and it says we is talking about the elect, the hopeful elect. You know, Lord will be a part of that. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. What is righteousness? The law, statutes, and commanded. So like the law, statutes, and commandments being pushed, being implemented. All right, the world being governed according to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. That's what's coming. Because that new covenant is where the law, statutes, and commandments will be written within the inward parts of the nation of Israel, starting with the elect. That's what's coming. That's what we're looking forward to. That's what these devils scared of. Because that's what this thing is all about. All right, we setting up a government inside of a government. We are committing treason. But it's worth it. All right. As it says in Romans, the 8th chapter, verse 18. For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Because we suffering building up this government. All right, because everybody is against us. Whoever not with us is against us, as Yahweh Shah said. Whoever gathereth not with us scattereth abroad. You can't serve two masters. Either you trying to help build up Yahweh Shah kingdom, or you trying to tear it down. You're trying to, and they trying to further Esau's kingdom. It's one or the other. There's no in between. But jumping back to Proverbs chapter 10. Verse 24, the fear of the wicked shall come upon him. All right. Even our 2/3 of our people, they consider the wicked as well. The things that they expect not to happen will happen to them. Got people who say, make no change and turn to the Lord, for in thy security thou shalt be destroyed, roughly paraphrased. Our people fear being destroyed when they feel comfortable. All right, in their houses, getting high. Or whatever they doing. While they laid up with somebody else's woman. That's when the Lord gonna take them out. How much more with these devils? The fear of the wicked shall come upon him. They're gonna be brought down. That's what they scared of. They scared the nation of Israel rising. That's why they having these secret councils, all right, where they make the live streams private. They don't want us to see, but the Lord see it all. Let's go back to Psalm 73. Psalm chapter 73, verse 11. And they say, how doth the Most High know? And is there knowledge in the Most High? Wait, hold on, Salakia. That was the wrong scripture. Bear with me. Salaki, I was looking for the scripture. Oh, Salaki is Psalms 94. Let's start at the beginning. Psalms 94:1. O Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah, power, to whom vengeance belongeth. All right, vengeance belongs to the Lord. Everything these devils did, they got to pay for it. We know, O Most High, to whom vengeance belongeth, show thyself, and he will eventually. Verse 2, lift up thyself, thou judge of the earth. He is the judge of the earth. We know, render a reward to the proud. These devils have a reward, a recompense coming. Verse 3, Lord, how long shall the wicked triumph? How long shall these utter and speak hard things? You will own nothing and be happy. That's not a light thing coming from people who have power over the whole earth. And we see that slowly, gradually taking place. Food scarcity coming. People rent and stuff going up. All right, everything's being digitalized, the metaverse being promoted, and all the workers of iniquity boast themselves. Yet these devils sitting up having this meeting, drinking coffee, eating donuts, all right, whatever they doing, they boasting themselves. Verse 5, they break in pieces thy people, O Lord, and afflict thine it's like an afflict thine heritage, which is the nation of Israel. This is all against Israel. The poison in the air, the poison in the food, all right, the abortions, this all to stop the nation of Israel, but it ain't nothing stop what the Lord has in plan, which is for us to get back in power. Verse 6, they slay the widow and the stranger and murder the fatherless, which is the nation of Israel. All right. Verse 7, yet they say the Lord shall not see, neither shall the power of Jacob regard it. They really think the Lord is on their side. That's these demons that they pray to, deceiving them. Verse 8, understand ye brutish among the people, and ye fools, when will ye be wise? Talking to these devils. Verse 9, he that planted the ear shall not he hear, he that formed the eye shall he not see. They think the Lord created the eye, he created the ear. So how is it that he cannot see what they do in the dark? How is it that he cannot hear the secret counsels they have? I'm about to close it out. Isaiah 14. Salakia. Isaiah 14:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? All right, in heaven is nothing but a condition. All right, these devils, they are lifted up. They have all the power, all the resources. They about to fall. And why does it refer to them as Lucifer? Because they claim themselves to be the light bearers. All right, because Lucifer is just means light bearer, and which brings to mind the Illuminati, which means the enlightened ones. Why do they call themselves the light bearers, the enlightened ones? Because they make it seem as if they have the true ways of righteousness, as if they are the positivity of the earth. But it's all part of the deception. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? That's what's coming to pass. That's what will happen. They're going to fall to the ground, which didst weaken the nations, because they wore out everybody. They put everybody in subjection to their wicked, unrighteous decrees. They philosophy of death. Verse 13, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend to heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. That's what these devils do. They try to go out of space. They got all these satellites. They watching the UFOs. They doing all this. Verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. All right, and that hell is talking about a very bad living condition. All right, they think we in hell, they hell is going to be far worse, because our heaven is going to be far better. All right, I don't want to go too long. Lord willing, this is edifying. With that, I want to say Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai, Barakateh Yahweh, Barakateh Yahweh Shai, Barakateh Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakodash, Kal Halayim La B'Nawi Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakodash. Till next time I say Shalom, wa Mawab Lababor.